Thank you, Madam Chair. So the chair says that the Democrats have done everything in their power to fix this broken program. Broken both legislatively in the text that the Democrats passed on their own in a partisan bill in February, broken in its implementation. It's not working for the very people that it's intended to work for, those that are facing eviction because of an inept government program that's making things worse, not better. Furthermore, we've allocated $46 billion to help those that are facing eviction. Less than 10% of the dollars are out the door. That is, again, because of the bad legislative text that is law, driven by Democrats, and a partisan-only bill. Furthermore, it is exacerbated by the ineptitude of this administration, the Treasury Department, in implementing. When I asked Secretary Fudge who is being helped, how many people are being helped, she says, I have no idea. This is the foremost housing official in the country, and she didn't have a clue. Now, that's embarrassing for an administration that has shown that they are not as competent as they campaigned that they would be. But I digress. So the Democrats said they've done everything in their power. We've had one hearing. We had it on Friday. That's not everything in our power. The Democrats tried to extend the eviction moratorium at the end of July before we left. We even stayed longer. Democrats waited around to try to get the votes. They didn't have the votes to extend it. So finally, there's a bill filed Wednesday of last week by our Democrat colleagues. Well, Republicans filed a bill to fix this program in June. And so I'm going to offer that amendment. That amendment is the bill that we offered in June, that we've brought up multiple times in multiple hearings, that I offered in with your partisan reconciliation bill. I offered yesterday, and Democrats rejected it. So we're going to have that offer again today, and hopefully you'll make a sensible change and have some reasonable policy. And so that's what committee Republicans have been focused on, is trying to help those people that we intend to help, those facing eviction. And we have a problem. We're trying to fix the problem. Unfortunately, the text of the bill offered today will make things worse, not better, for a program that's already not doing well, failing the very people we intend for it to help. It's not going to speed up the amount of rental assistance going out the door. The underlying bill will discourage property owners from participating. And I don't think, I didn't think things could get worse, but the revised text posted on Sunday afternoon and then the revisions today propose even more red tape and bureaucracy, and it's going to take months to navigate. It's going to make things worse, not better. And I can't think of a worse piece of legislation for mom and pop property owners that provide half of the rental properties in the country. And it just shows that my Democrat activist friends are, not being serious about this. My amendment will simplify all of this. It strikes the text of this legislation and inserts the updated Republican Renter Protection Act in its stead. My amendment will fix the ERA program to pay off rent debts from COVID and keep millions of Americans in their home. It would simplify and expedite the delivery of rental assistance by combining two renter assistance programs, helping the state and local grantees on the front lines. It will end the threat of eviction for renters who, by fully paying off their debts. It targets assistance to households that have the highest needs, so the lowest income individuals get help first. It incentivizes rather than drives away property owners to participate in the program, so that small mom and pop property owners across the country won't be forced to sell their homes. And finally, it would add necessary oversight and safeguards to prevent fraud, protecting taxpayers. So instead of playing politics, we have an opportunity to pass legislation that could actually become law. This would get support on the House floor. It could get through the Senate. And so I urge my colleagues to support this amendment. I think we've gone over part and parcel this debate. But with an administration that's only put out less than 10% of the funds that were appropriated for the program, we have a broken program. That is clear. We saw that it was a broken program. Committee Republicans saw it as a committee broken program, and we filed legislation in June. We've offered it multiple times. We're going to offer it again today. Please support this amendment. Let's do something reasonable so we can get renter assistance money in the hands of those that need it most. And with that, I yield back.
Thank you very much.